Hello viewers and welcome back to Aerospace Matt to Freedom 250 edition. It's the 250th anniversary or birthday of the United States of America. And what do we have here today? Well, first of all, I was going to try and fly this Freedom 250 F-15C Eagle from E-flite. Unfortunately, the jet's bent. It's not going to fly today for whatever reason. I think it has something to do with the ESC. So we're going to do the maiden flight of this, the Freewing FA-18E Super Hornet in the Royal Macy's paint job. Now you might say, Aerospace Matt, I've seen you fly this before. Yes, you have, but that was the 3S version. This is the 4-cell version, so it's gonna have way more power, and hopefully this one works well right out of the get-go. We also have a we have a receiver with AS3X on it, and so hopefully that'll help me fly this bird very well. Let's go do it. All right, here we go, guys. A little bit of Ghost of the Past with that F-22. Hopefully we can make sure it goes straight and not to the left. All right, viewers, here we go. Freedom 250 maiden flight. Wait a minute, it's in reverse. All right, round 2, this time with forward thrust. bent my gear. Oh, I broke my gear. Well, we're gonna have to go find my gear. Apparently my landing gear broke on that. A little bit of a rough landing there. Ladies and gentlemen, that flight was very, very sketchy. Right from the get-go, it was very nose heavy. I had to put in, let's see, 74 out of 100 clicks of up trim to get that airplane centered. So I'm gonna have to see where the elevators are now. Fortunately, like I said, before the flight, I actually had to ensure these elevators were level. The reason I haven't flown this before for you is because they weren't level. I finally got them straightened out just a few minutes before this flight, so it did fly great. I didn't have any issues like I did with my F-18 Blue Angels from a couple of years ago, but like I said, it was very nose heavy, so I might need to adjust these elevators to work for that. But aside from that, it flew pretty good. So I do, of course, I like the 4S version a lot better. You do get more power and thrust to weight with this variant, and I really like the paint job too. So viewers, happy 4th of July, Freedom 250, and I hope you guys like the flight of this F-18 Super Hornet. Unfortunately, we don't have the drone this year. That kind of met its demise, so they've been shooting fireworks off beyond the houses here. So we're gonna try and capture those. But yeah, smoke ball time. This is Matthew POV about to light a firework here on the 4th of July. Alright, so I've set it down now. I'm going to light it with my lighter and try not to get bit by mosquitoes. I'm getting distracted. Come on. Light, will you?